Hello. Marietta back with another video. I was out today and I was out for a good portion of the day because those that know the day was my birthday, so I was enjoying myself today. But I got a chance to talk to some of the homeless people while I was out there. And they mentioned that they were going through and they were being afraid to sleep in certain areas on the street because they were being moved. Their belongings had been removed from different areas and things of that nature by law enforcement and people of the state and things of that nature. And I did not know that they were going through so much out there in this hour and in this time. But they mentioned what was going on about the criminalization of the homelessness. So I came home and I looked it up and I seen where it says the criminalization of the homeless involves legal measures that make it illegal for individuals experiencing homelessness to engage in essential activities such as sleeping, eating, or resting in public areas, public spaces. This phenomenon includes laws that prohibit camping, panhandling, and placing personal belongings in public areas, effectively rendering the homeless as criminals for their survival actions. I mean, this is something. They're saying that it's an eyesore. They're saying that they're making their cities look terrible. They're saying that they could be arrested. They're saying that their things could be corded off and belongings could be discarded. They could be hauled off to jail. Now you can't sleep nowhere. Now you can't park nowhere. Now you don't know where you can be. It's no place for you to live inside of a building. Now you can't live outside the building. Now you can't live in your cars. Now you can't sleep on the side of the street. Where is it for the people to go? Well, from my understanding, I remember they were talking about they had places for people to go where they had these buildings that they were going to put these people in and help get them off the street. Those that want help can get help. Those that don't want help, they will be carted off to jail, from my understanding. Type in the comments if you heard anything about that. Type in the comments if you know anything about the fact that the homelessness are being removed from their area. If you've seen it in your area, if you know of anyone who is homeless and they're being removed from their area and they're not allowed to sleep in their cars and things of that nature, type it in the comments if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because now we're in a place where people are really going through it. They have no way to figure out how they're going to go lay their head, where they're going to lay their head at. It's like you cannot afford to pay rent. You are being evicted from everywhere you go, and you can't afford to get in a place, and now you can't afford to even sleep in your car. You can't afford to be nowhere. Where is it for the American people to go where they can find safety, where they can find peace, where they can rest their feet? So now there's no place for you to rest your feet. So you just got to keep moving. You got to keep running through the land, and there's no place for you to be. And so now you got to, I don't know where it is for you to be or where they expect for you to be. But right now in this hour, it's like saying you're going to have to find someone to team up with. You're going to have to find someone to be able to live with. You're going to have to find somebody that you can actually work with and help with. This is where you're going to be forced to have to help somebody else as you help yourself. There's no more time for this selfishness. There's no more time because, see, these people are not playing. They're not playing no games with you. And so you're caught in the wrong place. You will forcefully be removed from that place, from what my understanding. Type in the comments if you know anything about this. Somebody that knows this, with this criminalization of the homelessness means and what they're trying to do and how they're trying to do it. Type in the comments. Let's get a comment. Let's get a conversation started so we can have a safe landing place for the homeless to come over and hear what the people are saying and to be able to get some real understanding about what is going on out here in these streets and what to look for, what not to look for, what to do, what not to do. Is there still any place safe for you to be out here in these streets? We're not talking about going to no daggone campground or no park either, because most people cannot afford to go pay to live in no RV park or to pay these prices for camping, because a lot of the homeless that are out here are trying to figure out how to get back into a house, and there's no way for you to get back into a house and so your money's being depleted, or you don't make enough money to get back into a place. So you got to think of a long-term solution for you right now. You need to be with somebody for a few years. You don't have to stay with nobody forever, but you need to be able to try to humble yourself and work with somebody for a few years until you can get up on your feet. Criminalization of the homelessness means that, from my understanding, that there's no place that they're going to allow you to be homeless in the United States. You're coming off the streets willingly or voluntarily or involuntarily. So you got to understand that right now is the time for you to wake up and begin to move. I have met some people that have chose to be out on the street because they do not want to give their check to nobody. They want to keep their few pennies to themselves. They want to keep their your money's not going to mean anything in this season. Your money's not going to help you right now. That little bit of money you're trying to hold on to is not worth you being locked up somewhere, or you just losing every little bit of thing you got in your backpack or in your bug out bag, and you lose everything you got because of the fact that you want to hold on to your few pennies, and then you end up losing it anyway. So it's best that you figure out where you can stay, where you can go, and get yourself off the street as fast as you can and start moving in a way that is more beneficial for you in this season. In this season right here, in these next couple of years, because I'm trying to tell y'all, you ain't seen nothing yet. We haven't crossed over. We got 2 more months left, and you've been running for your life all this whole year. You got 2 more months left, and you have not gotten yourself into position yet. You got 2 more months left, and everything has been happening that's been working against you. And if you feel like that, then it's time for you to start making some different things happen. It's time for you to begin to pick up your bed and walk. It's time for you to be able to get yourself in a position where you don't have to be laying by the pool of Bethesda for the next 38 years. You start moving right now and start getting a praise in your belly and a praise in your feet, and get yourself together so that you can wake up from this nightmare and realize that you made it through the other side. But you got to get up and move. There's something that you got to do. You got to save yourself in this season. You got to understand that this is not about who's coming to save you. This is about how you're going to save yourself. What are you planning to do? How are you planning to move? This attitude of saying, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that, you can't use those tactics right here and right now. Right now, you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to move, whether you want to or not. I told you it's going to be voluntarily or involuntarily. So I suggest you to get up and get yourself to a safe place, a place where you know you can be, and you can be safe for the next few years at least, while you try to get yourself up on your feet. It's going to be a place where you got to be able to work with somebody, and you got to allow somebody to work with you. Y'all be safe and make sure that you're looking out for yourself out there. God bless you, and God bless us all. Be blessed.